Is it time to talk about Week 9 in the Big 12? Pick all the games.
Let's nail it. Let's do it.
All right, make sure you guys like, subscribe, tell your friends. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs. We just need some more subscribers. So if you're a Big 12 fan, please subscribe. Starting off with the Sunflower Showdown. We just talked about it in our main podcast. I have K-State winning 45-24. I think Avery Johnson's going to have a huge game. I picked him to have 5 touchdowns. K-State defense is going to get 3 interceptions. K-State's going to get a non-offensive touchdown. These are just all my hot takes. I'm reiterating right now. I think K-State's going to make it 16 in a row. K-State's playing too good of football to lose this game. KU hasn't beaten K-State in 16 years. They're not going to do it this year. K-State wins 45-24. What was your score prediction again?
My score prediction was 52-20. Hot take is that DJ Giddens gets over 200 yards this game. If he does get to over 200 yards, he will in fact be over 1,000 yards. He'll be at 1,400 or 1,043 if he hits over 200. And then my other hot take was that Austin Romaine was going to force a fumble turnover. So, yeah.
Love it. Love it. K-State is going to win 16 in a row against the Jayhawks about an hour away, hour 20 away.
It's blatantly obvious. Blatantly obvious.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about you saying that. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Okay, BYU traveling a couple time zones away to Orlando to play UCF. UCF, I mean, they got a tough schedule, man. They had to play at Iowa State. Now you got BYU at home. Does BYU get it done here at Orlando at UCF? Or do they lose? What do you got? I don't know what to pick yet.
It's just getting crazy because UCF, the 2 games, UCF versus Iowa State, Oklahoma State versus BYU, they both ended in the exact same score, 38-35. And it all happened at the very end of the game when the undefeated teams had to drive the ball down with time basically running out on them. BYU scored. I think it was like they had a less than 1% chance of winning that game at 19 seconds. So that's pretty insane. But they managed to pull out the win. Can UCF see they've just been so underwhelming, but can UCF get it done on the ground? I don't know for sure because BYU's defense, especially in the run game, is pretty good. I want to say that BYU definitely wins the game, but I don't think it's going to be a domination. I mean, you're traveling over 2 time zones.
This is crazy, dude. They're 3-4, and they're a 1.5 point favorite against BYU. That is crazy. They don't have a quarterback that can throw the ball.
No, they don't know how to throw a forward pass. Yeah, I think UCF loses this game. I think BYU probably beats them 27-24. I think it's going to be close.
I'm ready for a part 3. I'm sorry video here. Because I am going to pick UCF to win this game. They could have beaten Iowa State a week ago. I just feel like BYU's luck is going to run out at some point. Why not start this week at UCF? I mean, UCF is favored for a reason. Vegas knows something we don't know, man. They know something. K-State could run the ball at will at BYU, and we know that UCF can run the ball. So I'm going to take UCF 34-27.
UCF has been really turnover prone, and they haven't even played against BYU yet. BYU is like the turnover machine.
But they don't throw the ball very much. They just run it, right?
So, yeah, but UCF fumbles. That's what I'm saying. They fumbled it so much against
due, man. They are due for a loss. If it doesn't happen this week, it's going to happen at Arizona State. I promise you that. I promise you.
I mean, I hear you loud and clear. I hope that they don't because I definitely want a rematch against BYU in Arlington.
That's the best.
And I also want to have 3 teams with only 1 loss at the end of the season. I think
there's a better chance K-State plays Iowa State in the championship than they play BYU. I'm putting that out there right now.
That would be really interesting.
I know it's crazy for me to say that. I know it's crazy. I know it is.
Well, it's not
that's what I think.
crazy, but it is interesting because then we would play Iowa State at in regular season, then we just go play them again. Like,
and then we play them first game of the next season in Ireland.
wow, yeah. So I hope that doesn't happen because the stats of beating a team twice is usually unlikely. In college sports, usually you don't win against the same team twice. Usually.
What was your score again? I said 34-27 UCF
Oh,
wins.
I said 27-24 BYU.
That's right. Okay, moving on. Pair of 3 and 4 Big 12 teams. Ugh. I don't even know. I don't want to spend that much time on this game. I got Baylor winning. Baylor put together a complete game on offense last week at Texas Tech. Oklahoma State doesn't know how to win a game. They're 0-4 for a reason. They're back to Bowman. I'm going to pick Baylor to win 48-38.
I think because they're back on Bowman as a quarterback, I can't give it to Oklahoma State. During their bye week, they basically did they basically schemed their entire offense to go through Rangel, and so now that he's gone, it's back to the Bowman show, and I think Baylor just got a spark of literally scoring almost 60 points against Texas Tech. I mean, my goodness, and they're playing at home. Yeah, they're definitely. I think they're going to get this win. I'm going to go. I'll go 35-14 Baylor.
Ooh, love it. I don't have that much faith in Baylor's defense. I'll be honest. Their defense is still bad. What to make of this game? Texas Tech, TCU. Texas Tech needs to win this game. They have got to win this game if they want to keep pace in the Big 12. TCU coming off of the win at Utah. It was only 13-7, though. It really was. I don't know what to make of this game either. I am going to pick Texas Tech in a bounce back game. 31-21. Lower scoring game. I can't believe I'm picking the under for this game, but I am. Well, I don't know how TCU is favored by 6.5. I don't get that at all.
I was just gonna say really quick. You said you don't have much faith in Baylor's defense, but Alan Bowman's a terrible quarterback, and I don't have any faith in their offense when he's captaining the ship. But moving on to the Texas Tech TCU game, I understand what you're saying about Texas Tech maybe doing a bounce back game, but they're playing at TCU, So I mean, I don't know. Is Texas? Is Lubbock a super far drive to Fort Worth? Is it like 5 hours, 6 hours, or something like that? It's certainly not that long, is it? I don't know. The amount of fans that are going to be there, I don't know if it's going to be super skewed to TCU or not. But
5 hours.
It's 5 hours. Okay,
5 hours.
It's doable. I mean, people might show up there. I want to say that Texas Tech probably wins this game as well. But I think TCU is going to be in this game. I think it's going to be extremely high scoring. Well, they have TCU winning. Interesting. I'll say Texas Tech with 44 and TCU with 35.
Alrighty, moving on. West Virginia at Arizona. My gosh. Is Garrett Green healthy? That's what I want to know. I don't have any faith in West Virginia's pass defense, and Fafita has been pretty bad. 10 interceptions. My gosh, that is awful. I think this is another game that Tetero and McMillan goes off. I think Arizona is going to win something like 30-17.
You want to know something funny, Steve? T-Mac hasn't scored a single touchdown in conference play. Not a single touchdown. They also haven't scored many points as an offense. Like, they just don't. They're not a high-scoring team. They can't get in the end zone. West Virginia, I think, actually pulls this upset. I have no faith in Arizona at all. Yeah, I think West Virginia makes this win if Green is the quarterback. So that's the caveat. So I would say Arizona, West Virginia wins. I'll give him 28. Arizona 7.
These comments are coming in about all these games. Okay. I think this is going to be pretty quick here. I think Houston is still pretty terrible.
Arizona, West Virginia both lose 0-0.
Yeah. I think Utah is going to bounce back here. They fire their OC for a reason. I think their offense is going to bounce back. I think Houston is terrible. I think it's going to be something like 24-10.
How can you say that their offensive coordinator leaving is gonna make their offense better now?
I just think
I feel like
teams play better whenever they fire someone. Usually they play better whenever they fire someone. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's gonna make everyone else play better because like, oh crap, am I gonna lose my job now too? Am I gonna lose my scholarship? So I just think Utah's gonna win 24-10.
I don't know. It's like, I guess there is a such thing as a honeymoon stage or whatever whenever you get a new coach, coordinator, whatever. But you're basically like starting from scratch, and you're halfway through the season now, more than halfway through the season. You're in the back half of the season. You got a new quarterback. Oh man, I don't know, dude. The only thing is that you're playing the worst team in the conference. That's like their only thing they got going for them in this game, but they're having to travel to Houston. I don't know. I have no faith in Utah. You know what? I'm going to say Houston gets the dub. I'm going to say Houston wins against Utah. I'm going to say it's going to be like, I'll say 21-17. Close game.
Wow. That's crazy. 21-17, you said?
21-17.
Okay. Interesting game here. Cincinnati at Colorado. Colorado favored by 5.5. I don't think there's any defense in this game. I know Colorado's defense has played better as of late.
9 o'clock game, by the way. 9 o'clock game.
I know. I mean, you got to be even more upset if you're a Cincinnati fan because they're even farther east than, K-State
10-15.
Yeah, for real.
Oh
for
my
real.
God.
I do think Colorado wins. I think they're a pretty good football team, at least on offense. I know they lost a bunch of close games a year ago. They lost a close game this year to K-State. I think Colorado wins something like 34-21.
This is the game, Steve. This is the prove it game for both of these teams to prove that they're in the top of the tier of the Big 12. Now, either team that loses this game, they're not like frauds or anything like that. I just think, I think maybe Colorado might be a little bit more fraudish than Cincinnati because Cincinnati's been really quiet with their wins. I like Colorado here, though. They're at home. It's a night game. But here's the thing. Travis Hunter, I don't believe is going to be playing a lot this game. I think he's going to end up, I don't know. I think he's going to end up getting hurt again in this game. I'm not 100% sure. But Cincinnati, dude, they've got the quarterback, dude. They struck gold on the quarterback. And that's something that, none of us saw coming. I mean, we all predicted Cincinnati to kind of be a little bit lower on the tier list, but they sort of, figured it out. Their offense is slowly starting to figure out who's their quarterback again. Sorsby, right?
Sorsby.
That's right.
Kind of sounds like Ted Mosby.
That's right.
From How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Sorsby.
So, they are a little bit more of a passing team than they are a running team, but they can run it too. They're able to do some damage in the air and the ground. They're kind of a team that hits you first early, but that's the same kind of team that Colorado is as well. They like to come out and be explosive early on. Both teams don't like playing from behind. So I like Colorado's chances just because they have the home field advantage. The point spread is interesting. I think they might win it a little bit bigger than that, though. I think playing in Colorado is going to give them a huge edge. So I'm going to say Colorado wins. We'll go 38-33.
You just prices righted me. How dare you?
What did you say?
34-21. Love it. I love it. And that is
That's
the
not bad.
look. That's a look around the Big 12 for week 9.